Most of the salespeople waste 80% of their time chasing wrong clients. Let that sink in. 80% of the time they are investing in the wrong client. And then listen, the second important number. 20% of high potential leads, they will be missed out because lack of the attention and right qualification process. Today, I will share with you how to qualify lead and how to make sure that your sales team and you as a salesperson invest in your time to right activities and right clients. Hello everyone, my name is Adam Skoneczny and you are watching Go Global Asia podcast. I've been living in Asia 9 years and as a CEO of Avid organization, last 7 years I've been helping Asian IT companies expand globally. In this podcast, I am discussing everything related to global expansion, sales, marketing, and collaboration with Western clients. Hello everyone. Today we have a very straightforward episode and very important. We will be talking about lead qualification and actually the process I am implementing in my organization and I am implementing when I'm working with my clients to help them verify who is the potential lead and who is not. It's such an important activity to actually spend those 5-10 minutes for preparation, in terms of the analysis of potential prospect, so that later on it can pay back. How does it pay back? Basically, first of all, you only invest your time in the potential leads. Second, during this analysis, you can prepare to the meeting as well, and I will actually show you how to do it. Third, and even the more important, is that this activity will help you to reject the people who I call them tire kicker, basically people who will not buy from you, but they require a lot of your time. So guys, this will be a little bit different episode because as you see, I have my computer today with me, so I will actually guide you step by step how I am doing this, so you can see our formula and our process, and then you can take it and copy it to your organization. Make sure you watch the full video because every step in this process is important. If you miss one step, you will be in the same point as before, meaning you might be wasting 80% of your time for the wrong prospect. So guys, I think that's enough from the introduction and let me start with point number 1. Step number 1 is to understand who is your buyer in the first sense. What I mean ideal client profile. If you don't have an ideal client profile, you will be all the time kind of hesitating. And I can tell you that you will be moving into the way that, oh, let's try it, maybe this work out. And usually when we think like that, let's try it, maybe it will work out, usually it doesn't work out. What do I mean? Imagine that you didn't design your ideal client profile. There is some leads coming, there is some prospect coming, and every single time you need to consider, is this good prospect or not? So instead of that, what we need to do, we need to design ideal client profile and client avatar. Thanks to this, there will be no more consideration. There will be clear criteria, there will be clear information, who is our buyer, what they buying from us, what is their demographic, and many other points that will actually give you very specific information, who we work with and who we not. This is number 1 activity that we should start from. And guys, if you are not sure how to design ideal client profile, I record a video about this and I will link it down below. So if you going to implement the process of the qualification lead and verifying if the client is potential or not, you need to start from this place, okay? So all the other steps I will give you, their power or their usefulness will be much less if you don't have an ideal client profile. So make sure you have ideal client profile. Second step is designing your criteria. We need to have a qualification criteria that will give us very instant direction or information if the potential client is really potential or maybe this is not our fit. And let me list out for you 4 main criteria that you should pay attention to. I want you to note one more thing. Those criteria, it must be made in the way that we actually can verify them using the online research or using any other available source of information. You cannot build the criteria in this way that you need to go to the client and ask them about this to be able to qualify this criteria. Why? Because this process we do before actually we meet the client. So we don't even want to waste the time to meeting the client who is not potential for us. We want to verify if the client is potential for us before actually we see them, before we invest any extra time for this conversation or collaboration. So guys, let me go through the criteria. Criteria number 1, is it our ICP? And as I mentioned before, you need to design ICP to be able to go through this process. And as you see already, criteria number 1 for lead qualification is this our ICP? Second important criteria is ask yourself, do we talking to decision maker? Do we talk to influencer? Or do we talk to the time waster? And you need to consider about your ICP again. If your ICP is to talk to the decision maker or influencer, you need to make sure that the person you got initial conversation is the right person. And again, this is very simple to verify by checking their profile, LinkedIn, by checking the name card, by checking the website. This should be publicly visible information that is easy to reach. And the last thing, if you guys seeing that the person you are talking is a so-called time waster, then you need to avoid continuing conversation, either quickly give up on the lead or ask this person to introduce you to somebody who can be decision maker. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you are IT company from Asia and you are prospecting another tech company from Europe to work with them, and they also provide IT services. Your goal is, let's say, contact with the decision maker such as C-level, like CEO, CTO, COO, or your goal is to contact with influencers such as Vice President of Engineering, Director of Engineering. Those are the people that, let's say, they are in your ICP group and you can reach them out, and you know if you got initial conversation with them, then this is a good lead and good opportunity to talk with them because they can make decision. However, let's say if you, from that company, you contacted with the business development representative or account manager, then you might know that those people are not decision makers, they're not also influencers. Let's say if you want to sell software services, so they cannot really influence because the whole responsibility is on the technical side or on the leadership side. So then if you have this conversation with business development representative or account manager, this might be a waste of the time for you and for that person as well. Because keep in mind, we're trying to be efficient for us and for other people as well. If we know we cannot deliver value or if we cannot set up collaboration with them, we should be very transparent and tell them right away. Criteria number 3, is it legal to collaborate between our organization? And what do I mean? There are so many regulations in each country, and for each country those are the different regulations. We need to be aware of those regulations and make sure that we can collaborate with the partner from that country. So let's say banking industry in Europe, it's really highly regulated industry. They have many policies about the data, about this, where the software need to be built, about the service, everything. You need to make sure that the service you want to provide is legal. Additionally, you can consider about GDPR, data transfer, cybersecurity, and other aspects that actually can ruin your collaboration. And guys, as a service provider, as a person who approaching the potential client, it's your responsibility to understand those. And then if you know, either you will align with regulation in a specific country, or you quickly give up on the lead and move to the next one, which is more suitable for you. And the last criteria is you should ask yourself question, can I really help them? What do I mean? If you go to their website, you see if they work in the industry that your expertise lie in. You need to make sure that this is the client that you can join, share your expertise, add value, and support them. Assuming that, okay, let's see, maybe I will find something during the collaboration or during the discovery call, or maybe later stages, maybe I will create for them some unique proposal. It's easy way to waste your time and your client time. If you have this kind of assumption, maybe I will help them with something, that means you don't have your ideal client profile. That means you don't know what is the service you want to offer to them. And that means that really likely you will waste both of your time, meaning your and your client time. So guys, again, as you see, those 4 criteria that are built in this way that you can verify criteria before actually you see the client. Before you join to the meeting, you can do simple research, you can go online, you can go through the very specific steps, which I will actually show with you, and to know if this is the potential client. So guys, the first part is done. Let's now move to this practical part where I will show you actually how I verify lead, what we need to pay attention to, where we should focus on, and then what are the red flags as well, because this is really important. So guys, for the sake of this presentation, I choose the company GBet as an example. Company that is working in the gambling industry, if I can say. They build the technology for the casinos, for gambling, for betting. So the first step is obviously going to the website and verifying the website. If we know our ICP and we know that our industry is, let's say, gambling, casinos, and all technology around that, so then the first thing what we look at is we pay attention. Do they work in the same industry? Is this our potential industry? And this is our area of expertise. What I like to check is always products and services. So here I can see that they have a platform, they have a sportsbooks, exchange, ADW, party mutual. I have no idea actually what it is, but looking at this, I can know right away they build some technology, they build some platforms, they connect by APIs with other platforms. We have actually the keyword here, technology. So I can clearly see that the GBet is working in industry. There are software service providers, to be honest with you, but providing services for the gambling, casinos, betting, which is pretty unique. Additionally, probably as you can see, there is a lot of fraud, payment processing and things like that. What's that mean for me? It's actually a red flag right away. Why? Because seeing this, I need to make sure that can I work with them? Is it legal for me to work with them? because there may be a lot of regulations that will actually stop us from collaboration. Such as one regulation is that the casino gambling industry is heavily regulated in Vietnam. So I need to contact with my lawyer in Vietnam to understand, can I provide services for this kind of companies? Okay, so this is the information I will be looking on the website. Additionally, if I see this is potential, I will be also quickly going through the page, looking who are the people here. So this is the people you will see. Most likely, those will be the decision makers, or at least influencers. Additionally, what I want to check is the career. If I provide IT staff augmentation services, so I want to see if there are any announced jobs, or do they recruit anyone. This is really important information, so I will check out if there is any job announcement. They seems to have something on website called Jobio. I never heard of. There is nothing here, so that's not really good sign if I want to prospect this company. There are some recruitments in Romania as well. What's that mean? They have an office in Romania. Yeah, and then here we have some information. This is alumni. I don't see any advertising for the job. So for the website, that's the first thing what I will be paying attention. Next, it's paying attention to social media. I want to see if there are on the LinkedIn, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the X. I need to see those information, and here we have only LinkedIn. And the reason why I want to know it, because it's an amazing source of information. It's very often can even tell us what kind of problem client is struggling with, and can give us time to consider what kind of solution we can provide to them. So this company has LinkedIn only. So I will open company LinkedIn. So that's the one thing. Second thing, what I also want to see, if I already know this is my ICP, if I already know that, okay, this is potential, I want to also get a little bit deeper into the news, see when last time they were updating, and it was really, really long time ago. So I can see that there is not much updates here, not much happening here. They don't pay much attention to SEO. However, the website is built pretty good. That's what we would expect from the software company. Okay, guys, so last thing what I want to see on the website is where they are located. So we have a New York, we have a United States office. We have another office in Dublin, and there was another office, I think, in Romania. So that's also, I'm not sure, there doesn't say here where is headquarters. I would assume that the headquarters is here because it's a first address listed out on the website, but we can check it in a minute. So guys, second step is move to the LinkedIn. Here in the LinkedIn, what we need to pay attention to is, first of all, we're looking at their page. The page seems legit. It seems that they're updating it. There is the graphic here implemented, the logo, so everything looks pretty okay. Second, we look where they're located. So now we know that their headquarters apparently is in the Dublin. So this is Irish company, the Republic of Ireland. They have. Next, it's how many employees. So they have between 51 to 200 employees. This is something what I don't like about LinkedIn. Not long time ago, LinkedIn was very specific. How many people are registered on LinkedIn? And there was the specific number here, 36 or 57 or 158. But now they give this kind of bracket. So I will show you in a minute how to actually verify exactly the number of the employees registered on LinkedIn. And then I like to see on the number of followers. And from this number, I can tell you if they put in much attention to LinkedIn or no. They have a 650 followers. This is not much. It doesn't seem they put in much attention to LinkedIn. And why it's important? Because the data we will see here might not be updated, and we need to keep it in mind. Then I see if there is any connection works here. Yes, some of people I know working here, and I can check it later. Next, it's basically if I feel that okay, this is potential, then I want to read the description, what they say about themselves, who are they, and I can see it's a company a very long time on the market. That's clear signal for me that this is solid company. When the longer they are on the market, then the higher chance they will stay longer. Obviously, this is not startup that might have a problem with the payment and things like that. And then they describing here what they do, who they're working with. Important, really important to understand how they see, what they think about themselves, what they want people to know about them. Very important to read this, prepare based on that, especially if we're going to join to the meeting. And then the next thing, what we want to pay attention is people they work with, the connections. So I know those 3 people. This person is from Vietnam. So I know also they actually work with Vietnam or outsource to Vietnam. Another thing what I like to pay attention is this growth trends. So this is downtrend here, very significant downtrend, 5%, which say to me that they might letting go people, they might restructure their team, or maybe trying to save the money, or they use AI. Many different information you can read from this. And usually there is one more thing that I like to see at the main page. It's about the investment. So very often LinkedIn will show if there is any additional external investors or where the money came from to build this business. This business is over 20 years on the market, so I guess this is the private funder who just built this company a very long time ago from the scratch. When there are younger company, very often you can see here under this you have that investment, which round, or if is it private investment, things like that. LinkedIn also provided, and it's really important for us to know. Next, I move into people. And here I am looking for information such as like if they outsourcing, if they already have an experience working with the nearshore, offshore companies. So how do I do it? First of all, I'm checking on here on the left side. You see where the people are located. So I see Dublin, Ireland. So now I know, yeah, this is headquarters in Dublin. And I can confirm the number of the people there. Then I see Romania, so I know they already outsource or collaborate with nearshore, which is Romania to Dublin, to Ireland, and offshore as well, because they have Argentina, and they have this person here, he is from Vietnam, so I know they're very familiar with nearshore and offshore, which is very good information. Why? If the company already know how to collaborate with offshore service provider, they will know about cultural difference, about different way to engage in the contract, legal matter, process, everything that will make actually the start of the collaboration much simple and give you higher chance of being successful in this collaboration. Next thing, what I want to check here, there are the subjects of those information here, so where they live, and here you have information about people where they live. Then we have a where they study, and we have a university and number of people. Here we have a country and number of people. So what I want to do, I want to move, press this arrow and see what they do. So basically what does it tell me? It's telling me that this is software company. They have engineers on the board, most of them are engineers, and they are heavily software services or product oriented company. Okay, and then last thing I told you, I will show you how to verify this number. So actually it's here, 61 associate members registered on the LinkedIn. So that gives us better understanding, because 51 to 200 is a huge bracket. I want to narrow this down, so I know this company is around 100 employees. Why I say 100? Because obviously not everyone must be registered on LinkedIn. So next, guys, verifying about the decision maker, influencer or tire kicker. So if I know already who I will be talking to, I can verify their social media profile, and then if we are already on LinkedIn, so I can try to find those people here. So how can I do it? If I want to figure out who is the decision maker, I can go here, and in the operation I can click on that, and then it shows me people who are in operation. So product automation manager, no. Process of compliance manager. Those people could be influencer for us, okay? But I would like to actually reach a little bit higher than that. So what I'm going to do is now go back, remove the filter, and see all employees. I actually can see them here. So if I look here, I can see what they are doing, and I will be looking for, where is it? Here. Here, I will be looking for those people. Donald Plunkett, one of the main person. Financial, this one, Aiden Clare, yes, I might. Director of product, that might be good hint, and I think I saw him in operation. No, that's the different person. Okay, so we have Aiden, we have who else? Aiden, we have a Broadley, and we have a Simon. So those are the people I'll be looking for. Going down and checking. There is a Simon, okay, and Simon is director of engineering. In my opinion, he will be good prospect to talk. And additionally, we have a Donald, who is the CEO. Obviously, he will be another good potential prospect. If you talk with any of them, then this is you can have this assumption that, okay, those are the decision makers. And I can see that Simon working 23 years in this company, so nearly from the beginning. So I can guarantee you that Simon is decision maker in that company regarding the engineering. Unfortunately, Simon, he doesn't update his profile much. So what I can do, I can go to the Facebook or go to the Google and see if he is somewhere visible. Don't see. Let's see if the Simon is available. No. Unfortunately, we do not have a personal information about the Simon, and then we will have to just basically meet him and discuss with him directly. But guys, that's the process I am implementing when I'm working with my potential lead, and also I'm implementing this process to my client when they verify their lead. If you want checklist what you should verify, please let me know in the comment, and everybody who will comment, I will send you checklist, so to make this job extremely easy and step by step. I am assuming that after this episode you will know how to qualify your potential prospect. I am hoping that from now on you will not waste the time for that potential prospect, and you will only put your focus and attention to the most potential leads that you are generating. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in next episode. Take care.